many poppies here. So I'm gonna show you different views of the poppies all over, and you're gonna choose how to place them. So let's start with open poppy. We're gonna do a circle. Also, it's important. Do you see the circle? Yes, you see it with a pencil. It's important not to make them too big or too small, because if they're too big, we cannot do a lot. And if they're too small, it's difficult to work on that. So my first poppy is view from the top. I have a circle. You please don't press hard with a pencil, only I'm pressing hard, because we're gonna erase that later. Then we're gonna have the middle circle, the poppy seeds inside.
Sorry to disturb you, but is it possible we could see what you're doing when you're drawing it?
You need to open my window where I'm showing it on the whole gallery screen. Can you see it? Ashley?
Yes, yes, I can see you now.
Okay.
Yes, I can.
Okay, good. Okay, so we have the center, we have the outline, and then we're gonna start with the petals. So one will go something like that. Then the next one will go a little bit on top and a little bit out and connect. Next one will go, we start under and we're gonna go out a little bit. And then we're gonna stop here, not gonna continue, because the next petal gonna start from the center and go around. I'm making a little bit waves going out and in of the circle and connecting. So after we have this with the pencils, we're gonna erase the circle under. And I'm gonna go over with the eraser so the pen, so it's not so strong. Yours should be light. Okay. Okay, next one, I'm gonna do half poppy. And I'm gonna place it a little bit under and a little behind the circle one. So we gonna have half circle. Then starting the petals. So we're gonna start from the center, a little bit left from the center, going like that, turning a little waves and connecting. Then we're gonna do another one with waves and connecting. Then this line on top, I'm gonna put a little bit down. And here on the left side, I'm gonna do one inside a little bit and behind. And on the top, I'll add just a little bit of a petal. Then on the center, we're gonna have something like that. And the rest, we're gonna paint with the watercolor. Okay. Erasing the circle and the lines. Okay, and a little bit of the whole thing. Okay, next one, I'm gonna have one behind. So it's gonna be kind of an oval, not circle. I'm gonna stay behind. And this is gonna be the puppy from the bottom, like the back of the flower. From the center, I'm gonna have the stem coming a little bit wavy down. And then one big petal going a little wavy, connecting to the center. One behind. And between those two on the top, we're gonna leave a little bit more space. And again, a little wavy. Erasing the circle. And making it light. Okay, so we have 3. So I think best we're gonna have probably 5. Okay. We can add to this puppy a stem. So I'll go something like that. Try not to make them too straight and go in different direction. Then for the half puppy, I'm also gonna do stem. Next one, let's do puppy from the side. So an oval that it's almost a circle, a little bit down. And this is gonna be probably my biggest puppy. So it's something like that. This size, or maybe a little bit bigger, it's your choice. Then in the center, we're gonna do an oval, but it's gonna be a little bit moved to the side. So this is the center, horizontal and vertical, and I'm gonna go a little bit off because we see it from the side. And part of the petal on this, the front petal, we're gonna see the back of it. Like that. Then I'm gonna add petal that is going behind, a little bit wavy, connecting. The next, gonna start from approximately the center and going behind here. Next petal gonna be more straight and a little bit inside. And the last one will come from behind and connect to this one. And this is the other part of the petal that is flipped. Now erasing the lines. Something like that. Actually here it connects. Then I'll go with the stem. The stem should always start from the center of the puppy. It doesn't matter what direction, but starts from the center. And let's say go like that. Always needs to connect to the center. And last one, we're gonna do, let's see, half open. So this one, I'll put it up here, and it's a little bit something like that. It's not exactly a circle. It needs to have this point coming down here. And then I'm gonna start building it. So the center of the puppy will be like here, a little bit down. This part should be a little bit bigger. So even more, a little bit, I'll put it a little bit more down. Okay, next one. we're gonna see the front petal going over the center a little bit. Next petal will go like here. And we need those small like triangles where the petals are meeting. So we need to go inside with one petal always. In this painting, it's not a rule or anything, but we started that way, so we need to continue with all of them that way. Then this is going to be the next one coming. And behind the other one. So I'm going to erase those small in between parts. And the stem going from the center, I'll go this direction. And making it light. Okay, so this is the pencil drawing. Can I start with the paint or you still, okay? You're good, good, okay. Okay, so we're gonna start first with light colors, like the yellow. And the brush is, I don't know what, how big size you have the paper, but the brush shouldn't be too small. Like I'm gonna use this kind of a brush comparison to this one. So it's, okay. So we're gonna stay now on the light side to keep the yellow clean and bright. After that, if we need to make it darker, we can do it. So with the yellow, we're gonna go over. Do you see my yellow? Is it good enough? Yeah, okay, thank you. So you don't have to do a perfect circle. You just very freehand, you're feeling the inside. Then here we're gonna fill that part and a little around. Next one, same. Not that one, we don't see the inside, so we're not doing anything. And this one, center. So we always start with the light because we can fix it. If we go out a little bit, we can go over with darker color. We cannot do the other way. Okay. So we're gonna start with this puppy, we're gonna use red, but not too concentrated. Again, we're gonna do a base color. Now, if you can try this technique, take your brush and go like that and fill the inside. So what I'm trying to have is very natural and soft line right here, that it's a little bit wavy and it's not straight. You know how the puppies are like a little bit rough on the outside. So that's why I'm using this technique. If they blend to each other, it's not a problem. We're going to use second layer to make the darker, make a little bit more contrast. So I'm doing the same here. That, filling it. So more important is the outside of the puppy, the line. This one. I'm gonna add a little bit more, let's see, a little bit more purplish to the next one. Again, like that. And go inside. The next one. So if it's not comfortable, you can turn the page and go like that way. Okay, I'm moving to the next one. Next one, I'll make it more orange. Again, you don't have to do the same colors as me. It's your choice. You can have many different colors. My choice is, I'm gonna mix a little bit yellow and orange. And now you can do the other way. So you can use the back part of the brush and do the same. So something like that. But then you're gonna have a little bit more contrast on that part here and more soft here. So just showing you different techniques that you can make with the watercolors. Next one.
A lot of work. I'll look on the puppy of theme again.
Can you mute yourself, please? I don't know who it is, but I hear something. Okay. And next one. Like I stay in the center with the tip of the brush and I move the back of the brush. And the next petal, I'll make a little bit darker. Like that. Okay. Moving to next one. This one, I'm gonna do dark red. So if you don't have enough dark red, like me right now, I'm gonna add a little bit brown to it to make it a little bit dark. Then here it's important to leave the stem white because it's gonna look very brown if we go with the green on top of the red. Try, it's not a such important thing, but okay, again, I'm gonna use, now it's gonna be more of a filling inside because we have details here that we have to go around. So I'm gonna use my tip of the brush and going and filling what I have here. Then next one, I'm gonna fill in everything. And the last one, I'm gonna do the technique with the brush going around like that. Okay. Next one. I'm gonna mix a little bit different red. Make it a little bit more warmer, maybe. I'm gonna add a little bit of yellow. Okay, now we're gonna leave this part of the puppy white for now. So we're gonna go inside. That.
So for this entire flower, you've been using the same technique, right?
Which one?
All of them?
Yeah.
Okay.
Only here that it's behind, I filled in just regular with the brush because it's behind and it's very difficult. You cannot control the brush work.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah, usually it's a good idea to stay with the same technique in the whole way of painting.
Okay. Thank you.
Sure. Okay, next we go here. So I'm holding very lightly my brush so the tip can do this fine line here that it's spontaneous, it's not planned exactly. Then I continue same way here, but I turn the brush the other way. Keep going. And this here, I'll use that way. And when this part here is dry, I'm gonna wait a little bit more. Then we're gonna do this leaf with lighter color, a little bit more watery red. So we get white. There are different papers and different brushes, so sometimes it can blend a lot. Sometimes it stays a little bit more controlled. So just letting you know. So I'm gonna go over now with the lighter. It's a little bit too light, so I'm gonna go a little bit more again. So last one, I'm gonna make it dark orange. So I'm gonna mix my orange with red a little bit. Here, I'm actually gonna fill the space. Holding the brush a little bit more straight than the other that we did. Then on this side, I'm also gonna try to make it a little bit more solid, not so watery like here, and different tones. And the same way I'll continue with this one here. And that one gonna be more of a flat brush and more of free. Okay. Now we're gonna do the stems and the leaves. Leaves we don't need to draw with pencil. If you have a good brush with a good tip, you can use the big one. If it's not, the tip it's not good enough, so you can switch to a smaller brush.
Are you able to hold up for about 1 minute?
Oh, sure, sure. Like close, you mean, or wait?
Just wait for 1 minute.
Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna continue. We're gonna do the petals and the leaves. They're all the same technique, so you'll have chance to see it. Again, now you can use different greens. I will use warmer green. And I'm gonna hold my brush and go over. So they need to be thin and gentle. You know how they are. So let's keep them nice and white. I'm gonna do all of them. Some of them could be lighter, darker, so don't do them the same color. So this one from behind, I'm gonna go where the white is. Continue. And then I'm gonna do this. Oops. Too thick, but never mind. And the one behind.
Excuse me, did you blend that green with another color?
You can do that, yes. To get warmer green, I mix it a little bit with the orange. You can mix it
Okay,
with
thank you.
yellow. So yeah.
Okay, thanks.
Mhm. So if everything is dry and you see pencil and you don't like it, now you can try a little bit to erase, because we're gonna go with another layer on top. I'm gonna try to erase, but oh, it's not bad, working. But it needs to be really, really dry. Otherwise, you're gonna, the paper can get ripped or. And when the watercolor is dry, you can go over with the eraser. It's not gonna damage it, but it needs to be dry. Okay. Now, before we do the second layer for the puppies, I'm gonna do the leaves. I'm gonna make them a little bit more yellowish than the green, than the stems. And I'm gonna do two kind of leaves. One is gonna be the straight ones. So I'm putting the brush not all the way down. I'll hold it kind of half straight and going down. Then I do one small. So if you want to make it part of a picture, we can add more stems behind and look it like part of the whole field. Or we can just have this as a composition here. So it's your choice. I'm going to show you what I mean if you want to do it. So you have maybe one stem here coming from the poppies that we don't see, but they're there. Like maybe one here. Maybe one here. Then I'm gonna add few more of the straight ones, but they're gonna be more short, like straight, but more short one. I'm gonna add one here. On the top, I'm gonna start from the edge of the page and go down. So here. Maybe one here, going all the way down. And now the other leaves. I'm gonna show you one here on the side. So they're gonna go, they're not gonna be straight, they're gonna have some movement. So my movement is gonna be this way. And I'll do 1, 2, 3 next to each other. And then I'm gonna add on the other side. Then I will continue with a little bit bigger. 1, 2, 3. And again, 1, 2, 3. And going down, and the way you go down, you make them a little bit bigger. So maybe one in the center, then like that. And they don't have to be all the same because we see them from different sides, not the whole leaf. I'm gonna add behind here. So try, maybe here, I'll try to do one behind. And I'm gonna use darker color, darker green. So we create a little bit of like deepness and layering. So I'm gonna do one straight line next to the stem. And then I'm gonna go up like that. Then I'm gonna go up again a little bit. And I'm gonna go this direction. Then I'll continue on the other side. So we have the whole leaf continues behind. I'm gonna add one here. This time it's gonna be a little bit more thicker, more wider. And continuing. So I'll add one here behind. And maybe all the way coming on top here of it. So see, I'm placing them in different directions and different sizes. One here. And I will add here. Big. Okay. Next step is with thin brush. I'm gonna do the centers. So I need yellow, but darker yellow that we already have. So we can add a little bit orange or a little bit more greenish yellow. And on the open one, I will have like small lines going around, but leaving yellow spot, yellow dot in the center. Going like that.
What color is that?
I mix yellow with a little bit green and orange. It should be darker than the yellow you have under. So on the other one, they're gonna go up. So they're gonna go straight because it's going darker. So here they're gonna go this direction. Also, we cannot see it. Okay, let's try this one. So they're going up and going behind a little bit. Do you see it or it's too light? Then I'll take a little bit more orangey reddish for that one. And I'm gonna go around again. And I'm going a little bit out of the yellow, a little bit more. And this one, we're gonna add short ones here. And again, leaving yellow. And I go in the direction of the circle, like they are following the line of the circle. Then with black or dark brown, I'm gonna do dots, but make them gentle and like somewhere there a little bit more, some there less. And I don't know if you know, but in the center, poppies have this kind of like a cross going. So I'm moving to here, gonna add on top of the black lines and around and that and behind. And also when they're almost kind of dead, you have this thing going out and it gets this cross that is in the center of the other flower, it gets getting out. Like a little flower on top. Okay. Then this one. So because it's half side, some of the red of the black dots gonna be on that side, they're gonna be a little bit over the lines that we did. That it's because of the perspective, it changes. And on that side, because it's a little bit far from this, they're gonna go on top, like here. And on that part, they're gonna be a little bit more than here. And the last one.
And
Oh,
that's black.
yes.
you're using for the tips. You're using black for the tips.
Yes, black or dark brown.
Thanks.
Okay, here I forgot the little cross inside. Then the last one, a little bit. And a little thing in the center. So the last step, we're gonna go back to the poppies, the petals, and we're gonna add a little bit dark. So I'm gonna start with the right one. You can use the same colors. They're gonna look darker because it's the second layer. So I'm gonna use the same technique, and this time I'm not gonna go all the way down. I'm gonna kind of keep it to the center so it stays dark on the edge and then a little bit lighter when it goes down. And behind or in front each petal, I'm gonna draw this line. You can first draw the line in between and then do a little bit of the dark. And if you accidentally did all the way dark, you can take brush, take the water from the brush and just take off the paint. So I'm gonna do the same. I'm gonna turn a little bit of paper. I'm gonna mark. And actually, you can end it like that and leave it like that, or you can take a clean brush with water and do a little bit of lines down. Just a little. And the last one here. That. You also, if you don't like the lines, you can just put a little bit of water to make it softer transition. That's on the flower behind, the dark gonna be next to the stem and next to the this one that it's in front. And then I'm gonna do like that. This one behind I'm gonna fill. Now on the left side, I'm gonna keep it dark here because this part is kind of giving a little bit of shadow. So the dark will be here. Making it a little bit more contrast. that. And this one also going to be dark on the top. And this one, the dark will go down. And I'm gonna go with a little lines, this time with the color. Give a little bit of texture. And this one, I'm gonna do the same, like fill this a little bit, and then do lines to give a texture. And with bright red, not too thick color, I'm gonna go over a little bit, this one. Next one is the orange one. I'm gonna do, you can do both ways. You can do the dark here on the top or the dark on the bottom. It's not important here. So I did a little bit too much dark. I'm gonna clean with water a little bit with dry brush, clean dry brush, like that. Take it a little bit, and I waited too much. It's spread. Okay, the other one also going to be a little bit darker. And here I'm going to have dark on top. Then clean brush and continue the lines a little bit, just with water. And the front line one, the last one, you also can use line in watercolor. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna make it a little bit darker here next to the yellow. And then very light, nice line, I'm gonna kind of draw again. Dark a little bit here. And a little dark here. And if you like the line, you can do a little bit more lines on the other poppies. If you don't like lines, so don't do that. I think we are done with this painting. So if you